Hello, sports movie fans, and welcome to Locker Room Flicks Podcast. I'm your host, Frank Sullivan, and with me is my co-host, Frank Garland. How you hanging in there? You holding up?
All right, got about 2 hours sleep. A little under the weather, but I'll get a good night's sleep tonight. But besides that, yeah, it was a pretty nice day today, like 75 out. So.
Yeah. It was warm today, too. It rained, poured, actually, the whole morning. And it's definitely a lot warmer.
Yeah.
But
it was nice seeing you guys the other day.
Yeah, no, we had again, we should.
I know it's a little crazy, but that's the way it is, unfortunately. But it was nice. It was nice seeing you and Casey. I don't get a chance to see Casey much because usually I see you on the screen here. I don't see her. So.
I know. We met up Christmas Eve. We had a great meal, good dinner.
Yeah,
give her a lot of credit. She's got it's not a big house there.
No.
And
it's hard.
And now that we've kind of all grown in size,
I know.
With significant others, and then again now you add three kids now.
Yeah.
Instead of Chloe's old, and then again, and next year you're gonna have
four. Like 2 1-year-olds and
2 1-year-olds and
a 3.5 and 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, but it's getting crazy.
It'll be fun though. We'll do things. The Secret Santa thing went well. Is that
Well, no problem. I got she got me a $50 gift card.
Okay.
Or what's her name? Anastasia.
Yeah. Good.
Whatever. That's fine. That's an easy mistake to make. I mean,
I know.
There's two Franks there. I understand. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But everything worked out pretty good, it seemed like. So
yes.
It was nice. Yeah.
I have to. I was talking to. I gotta Rob. I hope you're listening, and we know you are. I don't know if he told you anything. So now I'm hooked on Legos. Now I said thanks, Rob.
Yes, I got. You've seen what I got, right? The ship.
The Legos.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I don't think see that.
I don't think I've seen Lego. Oh, you got him the ship, right?
No, he got me the Star Destroyer from Star Wars, the big one.
He got you the Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
And you got them the succulents, right, or something, or something.
No, I didn't get him any. No, I'm sorry, I'm getting confused with it. No, not Robert. No, Robert, we got him the flower plants, the little ones.
Gotcha.
But what's his name? Jerry got me the Star Destroyer. It's like this big. It's like 18 inches long.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. And Maria got me the gauntlet. You know, the glove?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on now. So I got 2 Lego things. One has 750 pieces. One has 1,500.
So it's crazy, man. I don't know. I was in Barnes and Noble, and I don't know. I was like, I kind of wanted to, start doing these. So I was like, let me look, because they're expensive as shit.
They're expensive. Yeah.
I was like, let me look and see. Let me start out with something small. Right. So I did Mandalorian.
Nice.
It was like $580 something or something on those lines.
Yeah.
It was like it wasn't the cheapest one, but it was a cheaper one and a cool one. So I started it Sunday around 12:30, and I finished it in one sitting.
Really?
I just kept going. It took me about 3.5 hours to do it.
That's impressive.
And as I did that, and then I may have ordered a few more. So needless to say, on Christmas Eve, and Casey was like, she's like, well, maybe I'll dig into it. So tomorrow we have, I ordered a bonsai tree.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
So the bonsai tree will be good, and then she got. I don't even know how many pieces that. No, I don't think they were that hard. She got the New York skyline.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing what they have now.
I was like, I don't know who designs these, and I was like, it's unbelievable how thought, and I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, but they're getting the adults now, Frank. I mean, back in the day, they weren't like that.
No, it was just kids.
Pirate thing, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they got the adults hooked in. It's genius, though. It's genius. It really is.
And then today, so I got those 2 coming. Should be here tomorrow. And then today, Today I had some Kohl's cash, so
Oh boy.
I might have caved and bought the Jaws the Jaws scene.
Oh my God! You're killing me.
Yeah. I was like, thanks, Rob. Or no, I thought it would. Well, either both of you. Thanks. No,
Yeah.
but you know what? There's worse habits, right?
Yeah.
But we'll see how they come out. I think the Jaws one's like 1,500 pieces or 14.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can't believe that there was the St. Patrick's Cathedral one. It looks beautiful.
I know. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's awesome.
But needless to say, we'll see where I go. But other than that, I think any plans for New Year's?
No, not really. I think we're just going to go out with one of the ladies. The other lady can't go. We're just going to go for dinner. No, early. You're not gonna
That's
go.
what
No.
we're.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna. I want to try to make prime rib, but I got to see if I can get it on sale.
Yeah.
We're gonna hang in. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna make it to
I don't know.
I haven't seen 12 o'clock midnight in a while.
Well, I did last night, getting on the plane.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Good. All right, we'll get into this. Will be it. The final holiday movie.
Yeah, we had a good run though.
We had a good run. We had a few good ones, and this is it. You want to break it down?
Yep. Okay. The introduction to the movie. We did A Christmas Story. Released on November 18th, 1983. Box office info. Had a budget of $3 million. $2 million opening weekend. It grossed $19.2 million. Directed by Bob Clark. Starring Darren McGavin as Mr. Parker or Old Man Parker. Peter Billingsley as Ralphie Parker. Ian Petrella as Randy Parker. Scott Schwartz as Rick. Melinda Dillon as Mother Parker. Artie Roberts Schwartz. Gene Shepard does the adult voice for Ralphie. And Zach Ward as Scott Farkas. Simple synopsis. In the 1940s, a young boy named Ralphie Parker attempts to convince his parents, teacher, and Santa Claus that a Red Ryder Range 200-shot BB gun really is the perfect Christmas gift. It had 11 nominations. It won 4. It was an hour and 34 minutes long. Another good time.
Mm-hmm. Good time.
We actually had the DVD on this. What did you watch now?
Watch it on yep. YouTube, TV, and just TBS.
Yeah, that's it.
We kept it on throughout the day, and then kind of like here and there, and then when I actually got a chance, played it from start to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always good to watch. Always cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next we come up to Frank's 5 fun facts. What do you got, buddy?
All right. So fact number 1: due to the film's popularity, the Daisy Rifle Company has started production Red Ryder BB guns for sale during the Christmas season. It has become one of Daisy's best-selling rifles. So I never really had a BB gun growing up. I know you said you did.
I had that one.
You had that one.
I had a Red Ryder.
200 shot. That's a lot, right? I would assume.
Yeah, you pour them into the.
Yeah.
You take out the thing, you pour them in there, and then they feed in.
Yeah. Wow.
I had one of them. Really nice gun.
That's crazy.
That's cool.
Fact number 2. So in 2005, the 19th century Victorian home used for the exterior shots of the Parker family home was put on auction on eBay. The Cleveland home was purchased for $150,000 from an avid fan of the film named Brian Jones. Jones spent the following year restoring the home the way it looked on screen. The exterior was completely restored, and the interior was renovated to match the interior of the home shown in the movie.
Wow.
Let me see here. And
That's pretty good.
Oh, very good. I know. I knew that came like a museum or something like that. So in November 25th, 2006, the home finally opened its doors as a tourist attraction. So Jones spent close to $500,000 in preparation for the grand opening. In addition, also purchased a house across the street and converted it to a gift shop and museum dedicated to the film and house. So,
wow, that's wild.
Probably money well spent. I would assume.
Oh yeah, I would say so.
Fact number 3: according to director Bob Clark, Jack Nicholson was given the script and was very interested in the role of Mr. Parker. However, Clark didn't learn of this until later, and the studio didn't want to pay Nicholson's fee anyways, which would have doubled the budget.
Oh yeah, I agree totally with you. Yep.
Yeah, and I said according to Peter Billingsley, not many studios were interested in the story about a little boy in the 40s who wanted a BB gun for Christmas. I guess Billingsley said that the studio agreed to make the film if Bob Clark agreed to make a horror film, which I don't know what horror film we're talking about. Maybe you do. Maybe we'll get it. We'll look.
You mean in that time? You were talking about?
I guess so, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't
know. Fact number 4: Darren McGavin ad-libbed the profanity rants while fighting with the furnace. He said he speaks gibberish the entire time because it was almost impossible for him to ad-lib angry words without using profanity. He said he did this to ensure the PG rating, and I guess according to interviews with Ralph, when Ralphie is wearing his pink bunny suit in disgust, the old man's line, "He looks like a deranged Easter bunny," was ad-libbed. So we'll get more into him.
Yes.
And then my last fact is the movie A Christmas Story was inspired by the semi-autobiography writings of humorist Gene Shepard, particularly in 1966 collection of stories, In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash. The film script, written by Shepard, director Bob Clark, and Lee Brown, is currently based on several months of this book and other works by Shepard. And it's basically all stuff off his childhood growing up in Indiana. So
that's interesting.
Based off of an autobiography. I was trying looking more into it, like some of the stuff, and
there's a lot in here, but a lot of them are just scenes that they talk about, and I thought that was really good. Those 5 facts. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Good casting on this, I thought.
So, Darren McGavin, you know him. I guess
yes.
is he more? Again, I haven't seen a lot of these people. A lot of the older cast members. Is he more of a comedian? I would assume.
He played in Kolchak. He was a vampire hunter. This is back in the 70s, and he was kind of like not a funny vampire hunter, but you know what I mean. He always had that little bit.
Okay.
Almost like Vince Vaughn to some extent.
Gotcha.
He did play serious parts too, though. But yeah, he's a good actor. But he plays that to a T. I thought played a good dad in that. I thought
yeah, it could be played it very stern, but at the same time,
oh yeah,
he's got a soft spot because, and again, maybe I didn't notice it back in the day. It seemed he definitely buys him the BB gun without the mother knowing.
He does. He sneaked it in. That was good. And Peter Billingsley as Ralphie played an excellent part. I guess he was 12 years old. He was 12 in it. I think he was supposed to be like 8, but he was really 12.
Shoot, I'm sorry. Apparently, it said he didn't. I said the lines of dialogue. He only had 96 lines of dialogue. Which
I read that too. Yeah,
that seems like a lot. Even though the way they were kind of playing it, it seems that it wasn't much. But he's still in almost the whole movie.
Yeah, and he's the show. He really is. I mean, everybody else is playing around him, but he was the show in it.
Yeah.
Then you had his mother. She was good. She was the mom that you wanted to be. The teacher. She was funny. The teacher, and you got all the other people in it. Schwartz, you got in there, and Scott Schwartz as Flick.
Yeah.
R.D. Robb as Schwartz, and then you had Zach Ward as Scott Farkas, the bully. Everybody's got to have a bully.
Yeah. And he's the guy that was in Freddy Krueger.
Yes.
Freddy vs. Jason.
Yes. Remember we found that out? Yeah.
Yep. I mean, you can't miss him. He looks the same.
He does. Yeah, he does. Yeah, definitely.
The brother, I guess, really didn't do much after.
Oh, Randy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Let me see
No.
here. Hold on. I'm trying to find. I
don't
him.
think he did.
I don't know if he was an adult. Randy Parker. I guess he just did some TV, but that's about it. Yeah.
Just because we're on the subject, did you watch the remake? Not remake. Did you watch it?
Yes.
That was good.
I enjoyed it too. It was definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
They bring the mother back, right? Yeah, the mother was still
Yes.
alive.
Well, because
Darren
there's
McGavin was gone.
a huge age difference between them too.
Yes,
I think
yeah,
he
Like,
was born
17
in
years?
he was born in 1922,
Wow.
and 17 years. So
Yeah.
she just died last year,
Yep.
and that
That
remake came out in 18. You said
22, I think. Let me see.
22.
Yeah, 22. Yeah. That was
So that
good.
was
I enjoyed
that was
that.
probably her last thing because she died in 23.
Yeah, right. Yep. Exactly. They did the I didn't know this, had no idea. That scene they did with Flick's tongue sticks to the flagpole.
Yeah.
I guess they used a hidden suction tube. Was used to safely create the illusion that his tongue had frozen to the metal. It was pretty good.
You know what's funny? I didn't even think about looking up a fact about that. That's because that's such an iconic scene.
I know it is, but I never knew it. I never had any idea. I've watched it 1,000. Well, I know it's a trick to a lot of things, but
Yeah.
yeah. But all they had to do really in that scene in real life is have him get it stuck to it in real life and just put a little warm water to.
Yeah.
So it could have did that too. I don't even think they needed to do the other way.
That's a funny scene too because they all kind of just leave him out there.
Oh my god!
They just the bell rang. You just can't.
I've actually done that a couple of times.
Have you?
Yeah, it's no fun.
No, I can imagine. Let me see here. What else you got?
Well, the teacher. Did you read that?
Yeah,
she was 8
pregnant,
months pregnant. Right? Yeah, so they padded her up
Mm-hmm.
and made her look just like a heavy set woman.
I didn't realize that the time frame was supposed to be in the 40s.
Yeah, me too.
I always thought it was like maybe like mid 50s.
Me too. I agree with you totally because me and Linda were wondering when we were watching it. So it had to be late 40s. It had to be after the war.
Yeah, it says in the 40s.
Because that whole thing wouldn't be like that. The whole scenario would be different.
Even too, because The Wizard of Oz came out in 39, right?
Right.
So I know it was one of the other things.
Yeah. So I'm thinking it was based on like late 40s, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was a film setting as a town in Indiana. You really don't notice it. I guess it was actually filmed in Cleveland. And I guess they went to 20 different cities to find an American city resembling Indiana town in the 40s. So he found a place in Cleveland. It's funny how they do things like that.
It's interesting too because we've seen it in Home Alone and other ones. The exterior shot, they show you all the outside shots. You see a lot of the movies. And then inside, that's like I said, it's really cool that guy actually did kind of repurposed it to look like that. I'd imagine he's got to be huge. I mean, he said he's a huge fan.
No doubt about it. Oh yeah, but, really smart though. I think.
Oh yeah.
I guess this inspired. I didn't know this at all. This inspired of the show, the Wonder Years.
Wonder Years. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Well, let's talk about a little bit about maybe the school. School is cool. With the teachers, Christmas time, they're all giving her a present and stuff. And
he gives her the big fruit basket, right? They don't do that no more. I feel like, right?
Nah, you don't give that stuff no more.
No.
I remember giving my teacher something when I was a kid.
I don't think I ever did, to be honest with you.
Bring an apple or something.
Yeah. Again, and a lot of things that were funny again because it's like a time. I don't say a period piece, but the listening to the radio was odd.
Oh yeah.
All this all stuff you probably not.
Well,
quite,
yeah, to some
but,
extent. We had a TV. I remember having a TV when I was a kid. But I mean, besides that, yeah, the radio was a big thing. We had one of those radios like that. Oh yeah, listen to the radio.
He's playing his brother. Is that the Hindenburg he's playing with?
Yes.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
It's a Zeppelin, but it's basically the Hindenburg. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what an odd thing it was.
I agree with you. I agree. And you know that rabbit outfit he had? I had something similar to that.
Did you?
I had feet, and I had no ears, but I
Gotcha.
had the covering on top. It was yellow.
Yeah.
And I used to wear it. Yeah, it was kind of.
We have that outfit is such an iconic outfit, especially when it comes to Christmas we have a little Stella's guys. We wear a little doll. It's Ralphie as like a stuffed animal, and he's dressed up in the pink outfit, and he dances back and forth. She loves the music. She just starts going sick and starts dancing.
Yeah.
It's such an iconic scene and everything with just because it's exactly how it wears down. You get a gift from someone you don't. Uncle, and you just kind of like, we'll just put it on when she comes over to show you that we have it and you wear it.
Exactly. You're exactly right. We did the same thing. I remember that's kind of stuff like that, yeah.
They get into all the clothes, they throw it. Ain't nobody want to open up those, right?
Nah, heck with the clothes.
Yeah.
How about the leg? Leg was pretty cool. The leg and the
What an interesting leg, huh?
That was a very interesting piece in it. Yeah.
Another iconic thing too, because I know we have an ornament. It's just you know what's funny? I would imagine, and again maybe because it's PG or something. It'd be interesting to see if they went up a little further on the leg, and kind of gave more of like a butt, like an ass cheek. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of make it a little more scandalous, but again, I guess for that time in 1940.
Yeah, you got to remember, everybody wore their dresses over their knees and every other thing. Yeah,
so I guess I'll get the all-fire question is, she knocked that over and broke it on purpose. We're to assume, right?
I think so.
She bumped into it.
Then he tries to glue it back.
That's a funny scene. He just kind of like...
Yep. How about the little different in that movie was the parts where he's thinking the guys are out there and he's got his BB gun. The guys are jumping over the fence.
Right.
I thought that was creative.
He's quite a daydreamer, huh?
Yeah.
That kid. I mean, I don't know. Again, he has a few daydreams where he just zones out, and it was funny. It's a different,
Well, how were you? What do you think when you were little? Didn't you have more imagination because
you were the
first
I guess
one,
you
and
could
you had
say
nobody
that.
else there? You had nobody else there. I didn't either. My sister was grown up, so when I went outside and played, by myself, I made up things because.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
But if you got a brother you're 4 and he's 2,
Yeah, you're not
it's
really.
kind of like you're, but when you're all by yourself, so. I used to get army guys and line them all up and shoot them down, all by myself. What's I going to do? There's nobody else there to do it with me, so. Imagination.
Yeah, that's true.
Not to change that, but your daughter looked like she had a good time.
Yeah, no, she did. She
settles in. She settles in.
She
settles in.
Yeah, no, she's pretty easy.
Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty easy going. I think when she's 2.5, she'll be a little more. She'll be a little more anxious. I think. A year is a big difference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd imagine. And it's funny. She actually she was able to open gifts, kind of understand. I actually recorded it on my phone. I recorded us open all gifts.
Nice.
I just kind of set my phone up and about a half an hour.
Nice.
Which I ended up watching 1.5 or something of those home videos, and they play.
Oh, good.
It's funny again. It's just what a time warp.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I know.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I lost my train of thought. What else? I don't know. I lost my train of thought. But what are some of your favorite? What's your favorite scene? Do you think?
Well, Well, I like when he beats up the guy. I thought that was great. He just
Mm-hmm.
flipped out, beats up Farkas. I mean, and I guess, I'm sure you read it there, all those lines he said were scripted.
Really?
He's
Yeah.
beating him up, you know.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. He did not ad lib. That's all. I don't know. They must have got it in one shot
That
because
that's one of my favorite scenes. At the same time, it's a really great scene for him because, this is just me as thinking as a kid actor, he's got to show this aggression,
yes,
take
he
the
does.
kid out, right?
Yep.
And then and you because you see it because like you've seen it being a kid where you did something wrong, and he gets up and he looks at his mother and the tears in his eyes,
Yep.
like he knows he messed up, but he couldn't
right.
help it,
Yeah.
and it's impeccable.
Oh,
Again, the kid actor, man, we don't give him credit where credit's due.
Yeah. And like I said, that scene was unbelievable. He went to town, and it looks like he didn't miss a beat. I guess he did really well in it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess Will Wheaton, you've heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
He auditioned for the role of Ralphie. So just something that I noticed on there.
I'm
right.
sure. Will Wheaton's a great actor too.
Yeah. Yes.
He probably would have.
Yeah.
I'm
He
trying to
would've played
think
that
how.
pretty good.
So this was '88, right?
83.
83.
Hang on.
Was it '83?
Yeah, it's 83.
When did
That's 41 years
Stand
ago.
by Me come out? I know we did it, but
This
this is before Stand by Me. No.
Yeah, I think this is before. Yeah.
Okay, so he would have been really, really young.
Oh, that's right. He's in that. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in that. Yeah.
Oh.
I guess Scott Farkas, that is played by Zach Ward, I guess he got bullied when he was in school, in elementary.
Really?
So, yeah, he was, he says he was surprised at the impact his role had over the years. I saw that was ranked as Christmas villains go higher than the Grinch. That's amazing.
I saw that too.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Christmas villains.
The parade scene, I thought that was cool. Hey, we're forgetting the two biggest scenes in the movie, where he's up with Santa Claus. You shoot your eye out, kid, and he pushes him down. How about that other kid that strange kid says? I forgot what he say.
He said
Strange kid
something
with the glasses.
stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little awkward. What do they wear? They wear like fighter.
Fighter
fighter
goggles. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Yeah, with the hat on, the leather hat. Yeah.
Was that like a thing? I guess for the winter? They just wore that.
Yeah, I remember. It's after the war, probably. So a lot of people.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
What an elaborate. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say when I was a kid, I told you, I had the two chrome pistols, pearl handles with a holster. Cowboy Indians with a cowboy hat. I mean, that was the thing at that time. I mean, it was just very popular. So,
what an elaborate setup they have at that Santa thing. That walk up the thing and
I know.
and
the
again
big slide coming
and
down.
the big slide. That was really cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the part where I've done it before. I don't wear glasses. He shoots the BB gun.
Yeah.
Came right back at you. Oh yeah, I had him to me. Didn't hit me in the eye. Hit me in the head. But yeah, I've had it before.
You can end up blind with those.
Yeah, you learn. You be careful with the BB guns. You learn though. You learn fast. But I thought that was a good scene too. Then you had to make up some story.
Oh, I know. He lies, right?
Yeah, he lies about it.
Well, let's talk about the piece of excuse my language, the piece of shit neighbors with the dogs, huh?
Oh,
Get control of your dogs.
That's insane, man. What do you have? 4 or 5 dogs, something like that, like 4.
Bloodhounds and stuff. I mean,
yeah, those are big dogs too.
And they end up eating the turkey and
that's right.
Not for nothing, but Chinese on Christmas morning don't sound too bad.
You see that in a lot of movies, though. They go to Chinese because they can't cook or.
Yeah, did you see? I don't know if you saw the one fact where it said, I guess, the family eats meatloaf, cabbage, and mashed potatoes almost every night. Every night, actually. In fact, I guess because it might have been a cheap meal during the Depression.
Yeah,
which I guess makes sense because
cabbage is very cheap.
Cabbage is very cheap. Even potatoes are pretty cheap. You could do a lot with them.
You're exactly right.
And you're just paying for the ground beef, which couldn't have been much back then either.
Exactly.
And let's be honest, the mother didn't work probably because, again, this was back in the 40s. And I don't know if we don't ever find out what he does for a living.
I know. I don't know what he does. I don't think he ever mentioned it.
No.
And then you have the part there where he's doing the decoder thing.
What an odd thing that was. I mean, I don't know, maybe for me, but for you, I'm sure.
Yeah,
You ever had those?
Kind of like, I don't know. I had some of that stuff, but Ovaltine. I knew Ovaltine was coming when I seen it.
So what? What exactly is that? That's like a
Ovaltine. It's like chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
Yeah, that's all. It's just probably a little less tasting.
Really? Yeah, it's probably not as good now. Yeah.
Yeah, not as good now. Yeah, I think they still sell it actually. So.
Yeah, I was wondering when they were going to the Christmas tree lot. I wanted to know what they bought the Christmas tree for because he said he got $2 off.
Yeah, I know. I wish.
I mean, because I got our real tree. We got a real tree and a wreath for $150.
That's not bad. You got the wreath too.
Yeah. No, it's nice though. It was good. It was.
They're not cheap.
No, we just took it down actually today. We took over the weekend. We took down most of the Christmas stuff. I got the stuff outside.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's just. Oh, and then one other scene in there is soap.
So I was gonna get to that too. I don't know. You know, my parents. I'd never had soap in my mouth. I'm sure you're did.
Supposed to ask me. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I already knew. I already knew the answer to that. How does it taste? Not too good, huh?
Not good. No. Not good. Ivory soap. They still sell it to this day.
Really?
Yeah, a bar of Ivory soap. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I did, but yeah, it didn't taste.
That's what they did back then. I probably don't find many parents that do it now.
No, because they'd probably be put in jail, probably because of that.
God bless, huh?
You can't do nothing today.
No.
You look at your kid wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think. We covered a lot of stuff. We did the parade and all that stuff. The parade was so funny to watch because they're all weird costumes.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
because it's back in the day. That's what they had.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse.
I don't know about that, but I don't want to stand outside in the winter in Cleveland, Ohio, or whatever the hell they are, for a parade. Yeah, how about the change in the biggest? Well, again, you talked about the soap, but I was going to say, did you ever help your stepdad change a tire or anything like that? I never really knew how to do it until
I never changed the tire until I had my own car. When I had my first car, then I changed tires. Yeah, well, I watched my father do it. I watched my brother do it, but I never did it. It was my car. Mm-hmm. But as soon as I got my own car, I did everything with my brother. I did change radiators and all kinds of stuff we did. I learned a lot from him.
I know, I didn't.
You can't touch any of that stuff now. You can change a tire, but the other
stuff because a lot of the electronic shit. Yeah,
I used to change my own oil. Get under there, take the thing.
I imagine you could still do that. I mean, I would
still do it.
Yeah, it's just I don't say you don't have to have a lift, but you gotta do it careful and safe.
I had car ramps. I used to put my Trans Am.
Oh, nice.
Remember the Trans Am?
Yeah.
I used to put it up on the car ramps and have blocks on the back. So.
I'm confident enough I can change brakes.
That's fine. Good. That's really good.
I did it a few times in my cars, and I did it. I want to say a few years ago on my dad's car. I did it by myself, and
that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it a couple times. I hadn't done it. I did it in my 40s, I think. That's
really?
I've ever done it.
Wow.
40s, yeah. But it's not bad. You just got to take your time. That's all.
Yep.
All right. Well, we covered a lot.
Yeah, I know. We really did. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I loved, again, I loved the background stuff. Again.
Oh, me too.
Looking at some of the old school, like they had, it was like the big sink, and then they had in the kitchen, they had like a, it looked like a combination of like a stove and something else. I forget what it was.
Yeah, how about he's hiding underneath the
cabinet?
Yeah, his brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, his brother was a little off.
A little bit, huh?
That's funny.
Trying to think. Yeah, pretty much covered most of the stuff.
Yeah, we did. We
Um,
did good. I love the suit they put him in. His brother, that suit.
Oh, yeah. Well, and again, like I said, we used to get these cold winters back then, right?
Yeah.
You walk 15 miles to school. No more. The bus will pick up and drop off a kid right at his house.
Oh, I know.
Which,
I know, it's changed.
again is nice. Safer, because one of those things where sign of the times is they leave the kids and waiting for Santa by themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's a good point you made. That's a good point, yeah.
I mean, granted, they're in a store, there's tons of people, but you don't know.
I know.
And they're supposed to be, what, 8 and 4 or 5, whatever?
Yeah, I think 8 and 5 or something like that.
No way. Not doing that.
No way. No way. I agree with you. Especially not today.
No.
But back then, it wasn't like that. People didn't abduct your kids. You left your doors open, unlocked. Nobody came in your house.
No, I know.
Back then,
I know.
You can't trust anybody now, unfortunately.
No, you really can't. I know.
All right.
We can get into the ratings then. That's fine with me.
I want you to start because I want to see what you thought of it.
Yeah.
It's a 7.9.
Which is pretty high.
I think so.
Again, this movie really didn't catch on for me, I guess, till later on in life. I didn't really grow up watching. I knew it was always on, but it never really. It's not going to have that nostalgia factor. It does kind of, again, it does kind of bring a little bit because you're thinking of it's an old school. It's supposed to be in the 40s.
Yes.
Peter Billingsley, man, he runs the movie, and again,
he does a nice job.
We talked about a lot of the movies he was involved with all like Vince Vaughn and
he
Jon
was
Favreau. He was producer for Elf.
For Christmas.
Yeah, he's got a long laundry list of movies he was a part of. Again, he doesn't really act too much now.
No.
And those blue eyes, man, they pop.
They pop through the screen.
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a funny movie. It moves. I think it's... I'm trying to think, is it in my top 5? It's maybe not. It might be. It's definitely in top 10 for me. So
I'd say top 10.
Probably like 7, 8 is where I go. I do like putting it on like a Christmas Day. Why? I don't know. I was going to look this up. When the hell did they make that decision to come up with, like, this is TBS.
Right.
We're going to play this movie, and we're going to play it on a loop all day long Christmas Eve. When, like...
I know.
You know what I mean? I never got a chance to look it up. If you're listening and you know the answer, you can look it up for us and send us an email or a DM on Instagram.
The biggest problem is the year this is based on, most of those people are either dead...
Yeah, or they don't.
Or they're really old today. No, I'm just saying. Not 83. I'm talking about the. I can't say I remember that because I wasn't in the 40s. I was in the 60s. So
yeah.
But my sister Linda could probably, but but I know what you're saying though. I know you run it all day long. That's a little tricky. I think.
Yeah, like what's that that producer meeting on TBS saying? You know what would be a good idea? Let's run one Christmas movie round the clock. You know what I mean?
And what's it going to be? Yeah. The point I'm making is I don't think it strikes as many people because of the era that it is, unfortunately.
I agree with you.
If you had made this movie, say you made this movie in 1945 with a cast. In 1960, I'm watching it. It'd be a hit, big time, because it'd be like, it'd be. But
I understand. Yeah. And it's an old, and you're right. It is an older movie. It's not gonna get the younger crowd.
No, it's not.
Even like me, I'm still kind of young, but I think if you asked a bunch of kids in their 20s, they're gonna be like, "Wow, what? I'm not watching that."
Yeah, right.
Jerry's daughter.
Yeah,
she's 19, right? 19, 20?
Yeah, she's 19, yeah.
I don't think she's probably putting on or maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah, I doubt it. I agree with you.
I'm going to go
41 years ago too. It was made.
I know. So I'm going to go 7-8, right where it's perfectly rated, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a little lower. I'm just going to go 7.6. That's all. I don't need to say any more about it. I thought the time was good. Hour and a half is always a good time, I think.
Yes.
I like the cast, but I'll go 7. What did I just say? I'll go 7.
7, 7-8, 7-6?
7.6, yeah.
7-6.
All right.
As far as what's going forward, I'm going to put up a poll and or something, and we'll we should be good to record. When are we recording? This Sunday again?
Yeah, whatever.
Probably. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, but
should be good though.
I'll put this on tonight. It'll come out tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. Christmas, New Year's Eve. I'm trying to think. As far as anything I've seen lately, did you get into Squid Game?
You know, I never did. I know the second one's out, I think.
You should give it it's if you don't mind the dialogue and the dub.
Yeah.
Which I never was really into that type of stuff.
Well, I don't mind watching it now. I've been pretty good with that.
So I think you should give that a watch. The first season's really, really good. I finished the second season. There's 7 episodes.
Right.
I don't want to say too much about it.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting, and they actually came out with an actual game show, not a Chinese or Korean. It's an Americanized, or Americanized. It's not Korean. It's an actual game show based on the show itself.
Oh, okay.
Except no one's dying. You know, you get eliminated. You just get eliminated.
Yeah.
So they came up with that too. It was pretty interesting. I liked it. But that's all I really got. You've been traveling, so.
Yeah, I really didn't get a chance to watch much there.
Now you're home. Nice to be home.
Yeah.
Safe and sound, and
we got about 50 days before we go back. So.
Yeah.
I just want to get better. That's all.
Yeah, I know. So, I guess for all the fans out there, we're coming into, I guess, a little bit of a transition period for the show. We might be going on a little hiatus soon. I have a child due on February 8th, so I'm hoping to get a few more weeks in of podcasting, and maybe we'll see where we go. I don't know. We took this whole weekend. I guess one of the things you don't think about is when you have the kids, especially back to back, is, you know, before we opened any gifts on Christmas Day, we opened maybe one up. We had to not get rid of, but we got rid of a bunch of toys you don't play with that are damaged. You get out with the old, in with the new.
Yep, did the same thing.
Stuff. Same thing with clothes.
Yeah.
Now it's like we went and got all the newborn stuff up. We got the nursery kind of.
Yeah.
Because again, we don't know the gender, so
no, I understand.
We have some clothes because we didn't know who Stella was.
Yeah.
So we're all set if we have a girl. If it's a boy, we're gonna have to get some stuff, but that's fine.
I'd like to see, as long as it's healthy, I'd like to see you get a boy, have a son.
I think it's funny. We're doing the nursery, and it's starting to look like a boy's room. It's just kind of a little darker colors. I think what we're gonna do for name, I think we're gonna do a middle name, Frank, or Joseph.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep it included.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So
I don't blame you one bit.
We'll see. You know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, and we'll take it from there.
You have a happy New Year.
Yes, you as well. I know I missed it. Happy anniversary. I know it was a few days ago.
Yeah. We spent it at the airport, so.
Well, you know what? You had each other, right? That's all that matters.
That's right.
All right. Anything else before we head out?
That's it.
All right. That's the ball game.